Okay, shooters, this video we're going to put together the Perazzi MX Series trigger that we just took apart. I've got the frame right where it was. Again, we didn't remove the inertia block pin right here, and we didn't take out the pin that holds the trigger guard in place. So here's all our parts, and we're going to put this trigger back together, starting with the sears and the sear springs, go into the sear sleeves, the hammer pin, and just work our way back forward up through the trigger. So we're going to start here with the right hand bottom barrel sear, and we're going to use our 3/32 pin here as a tool to help us line up this hole of both the sear and the trigger. So there we've got the slave pin through the bottom barrel sear and also through the trigger, holding it in place. And now we have the top barrel sear in place. We're going to lower both sears, and that's very important here for just a minute. And we're going to slide the cross pin in here and drive out our little slave pin punch, and that keeps keeps everything aligned while we just tap this pin. So now we have the trigger and both of the sears lined up and the cross pin in place. Now we're going to take our tweezers and we're going to put in the sear springs and the plungers. If you have big fingers like I do, then you can't do this with your fingers. You have to do it with tweezers, and we're going to press that down. I think you can see it right about there. And we're going to take the top barrel, and we're going to do the same thing with that sear spring. And we've seated the plungers now. Now here's a little bit of a trick for doing this. A lot of people have asked, how do you get the sear sleeves installed? I'm going to show you an easy way to do that right now. You have to have the sears in the down position, and we're going to put the sear sleeve right on top of the little spring, and we've made us a 4mm slave pin by cutting off the threads and putting a little taper on that bolt, and we're going to press down on the sear sleeve, and we're going to catch that with our little alignment bolt. And you can see it's just starting to come through the other side, so it's ready for us to put the other sear sleeve in. We're going to press that down, and we're going to just slide our pin in. So now we have the sear sleeves captured, and we're just going to tap the pin in, and that drives our little slave pin out. So now you have your sears in place. You can see they'll engage the inertia block, and they'll function as they should. Now we're going to put the cross pin in where the hammer springs reside. We're going to leave the hammer springs for last, but we're going to do the same thing here for our hammers with our slave pin. We're going to capture the bottom barrel hammer. Then we're going to put the top barrel hammer in. Now we're going to take our pin. We're going to just push it right through there, push our slave pin out. Now all we have left to do is our cocking feet. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to line that up with our slave pin. Sometimes they're a little harder to do. We're going to take our top barrel cocking foot. We're going to line it up also. Now we're going to take our cocking foot pin and put it in. That just drives our little slave pin right out. All we have to put back in right now is our hammers, our hammer springs. Our bottom barrel hammer springs always goes in the two holes here on the side. The bottom barrel goes in the rearmost hole, closer to the shooter. Just take our wrench Take our pick tool, put the bridle up, center it on the recess of the spring. Take the top bridle spring, catch it with the, went too far there, you see that? Have to catch it right in the recess of the hammer spring recess, and there you have your trigger ready to go.